Hello guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just thought I could turn the camera on. I'm going to do a quick project that could be quite useful. It's actually just making a little kind of exercise, well, a little journal, very quick journal out of exercise books, fabric and some scrapbook paper. This was my daughter's. I'm just making it for her really. It's an exercise book that for her daily comprehension that she does, daily comprehension exercise, and yeah, and a commentary. So it basically is popping sort of using exercise books that we all have or have access to, scrapbook paper, vintage fabric, or you could use vintage fabric all in all. So I just thought, you know, I'm going to rustle one up because she's on her last day. I think she's got one more day to do in this one. This one she started in September last year, and she's been using it every day. And this one, I think she started in February last year. This one we did with our homemade group on a little World Book Day. I think we made one of these. So I just thought it would be very useful for anyone who wants to make a journal really quickly, or perhaps is more of a beginner. It might be more of a beginner, or something like a project you might want to do with your kids, or you want to do a quick gift. Or I know we've got convention. Some of us are viewers like myself are attending a summer convention. I do myself a junk journal every year for that, but you might not have that facility to do. It might be something you might want to do and decorate before then. So before I start, I must say that I picked these books. These ones weren't the cheapest actually. I got these ones from Flying Tiger in Oxford. These ones I picked up, so I'd used 4 of those. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These were cheap as chips, and so were these ones. But for some reason I found it really hard locally, my local area, to find exercise books this time round. Right, so you're going to need your 3 exercise books, or 4 if they're thinner ones, or even 5 or 6 if they're real thin exercise books, all the same size. You're going to need some scrapbook paper, or you could have, if you've got a piece of fabric that's big enough to cover the whole thing, use just a piece of fabric. I'm going to use my paper cutter. I'm going to use some glue. Obviously going to need some glue, either paper cutter, scissors, glue for my brush for my glue. What else have I got? This last time round I improvised and I added a bookmark, which has been really useful for every day, and that's basically laminated. That's so I've got a little A5 laminating sheet somewhere I popped, because I will do a little bookmark and glue it in the middle. So I'll see you in a mo. I'll set myself up, guys, and let's get ready for action. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop some plastic or cellophane just below the covers of the that I'm going to be gluing, and then I glue the first surface, and then I place the next book over the top, on the top of that, and I press that one down, and then I glue the next surface. As you can see, right, is the second one. I pop it onto where I've glued, move my cellophane so we don't get glue all over the different pages underneath, if there's any on the edges there, and that's what I'm doing. So glue that one, and then we've got the next one on the top there. There you have it. So while that's just taking a little while just to settle together, what I'll do is, shall I do it all the way to the edge? I'll probably just do it to here. Let's just measure. If you're just going with the pencil, the ruler, and just measure how big we want to cut our page. And 16 by 23 centimeters. Okay, I'll go, what I'll do now is I shall cut that on my paper cutter, and I'll see you in a mo. Right, so I've cut them down, I've cut the papers down. She chose this one for the front, and she liked the idea of smile for the back, although it was a toss-up because it had a flamingo on the other side, but she did prefer this. Well, this is the one she chose in the end for the back. So I thought what I might do before sticking these on is I've chosen some Victorian velvet, just to ink the edges quite generously, and absolutely love it. And what I do you know what I've only just noticed I really love about these exercise books, is the fact they've got rounded pages. The corners are rounded, and I love that detail on a book, on a little journal. I think it really elevates the look. And I wasn't sure, I didn't know what it was that really drew me to these, apart from the craft. I do love a craft cover. I love a craft page altogether, to be fair. And I do have a corner rounder. I've spent a few minutes looking for it. A little punch that rounds the corners. Can't put my hand on it at the moment, but I will. And I'll do that. Once that's glued. And also, what did I go? For the offcuts, I've got this and that one and this one. Oh, I think I'm just going to laminate those back to back. I shall glue them and then laminate them back to back, I think. Yeah, let's just, so that's the offcuts, and these can be the bookmark. This is optional. I only did it, it's really useful for our purposes, and I did it for the first time in the last one, in the last journal that I did for her, so she knows where she is every day. So I'll laminate those in a row. It's too big for an A5, is it? Just a little bit too big. Yeah, I'll cut that down to an A5 size. Put it through the laminator, and then that'll do, won't it? That'll do. Let's just cut it down. Let's just cut it down. I like the idea of that at the bottom. Actually, I will cut it properly with my paper cutter so it's straight in a mo. So let's get these glued on. Here we go. Let's pop that in there. So yeah, all I'm doing now is applying the glue to the front cover, as you can see, making sure that I've secured the plastic underneath just to protect the pages. Just make sure that's secure with the gluing. Give it a little wipe, and then protect the pages underneath the back cover, and then add our smile paper, which is lovely, rather jolly. So I'm just going to glue that down. Lots of glue, as you can see, and then I brush it to pop it in place. Right, let's let that dry for a little bit, and so let's just prepare the bookmark. Let's prepare the bookmark, and although I'm going to cut it down, I shall cut it down in a bit. I'm just going to secure just a little dab of glue, a little dab of what's his name, glue, what's this called, glue stick, a little dab of glue stick, just to secure it back to back. And then I'll take it over to the paper cutter, cut it down, and then I'll just pop it through the laminator. I'll use an A5. I could use an A4, couldn't I? And then cut it down. I think I might do that. A4. So I've popped it through a laminator on an A4 sheet, laminating sheet. I'm just going to cut it down. Yeah, I'm going to cut it down to size, just so it's the perfect size for our little bookmark. And once that's done, I get my crocodile, I do the hole punch and add the eyelet. I found these beautifully coloured blue eyelets in my stash, so I can add that. And then also these really beautiful multicoloured elastic that we found in our last trip to the haberdashers. I've popped that in quite long, and if you noticed, then what I could do then is I place the elastic along the spine, which I'm going to glue the fabric over. So I'll glue the elastic in. So as you can see here, I'm just basically eyeballing the measurements for the fabric, for the spine, and gluing down the elastic for the bookmark first, secure that, and then carefully, not carefully, I'm never careful with my glue, but as you can see, I glue the fabric piece over to secure the spine, and basically again just going to eyeball the cutting the other side of the fabric. You can do this carefully with a pencil and ruler, should you so wish. So now that it's in place, which I absolutely love, I've decided to pop a little pocket in the back. Again, it's just from another piece of the vintage fabric. Little pocket, we can slip little bits and pieces in, little notes and stuff that you want to pop in there. Yeah, and then I've decided to go in with one of her Beatrix Potter postcards at the front, pop that through for a little front pocket, and go through my stash looking at different little stickers just to add a little bit of interest. Here's a bit of washi, washi stickers, and stamping, a little bit of stamping as well, just to start her off. But one of the things she likes to do sometimes is put a bit of music on or listen to a podcast and decorate the rest herself. So there you have it. Right, guys, so she's done. She's done. Yeah, so the yeah, I don't know if you spotted my deliberate mistake as well. So I popped smile on upside down, but to be fair, we often with our homemade books, if we have a big book, we'll often use them for a couple of different projects, and so we have two books in one. So you might use it. So some for her, the first, maybe two for her daily comprehension, daily text, little questions on that. And then on the back, the song lyrics, because often there's a song that she likes to link with a thought for the day. We could do that, or not. But so yeah, basically that's it. Started to just embellish, just show how you can simply embellish, simply embellish, just some stickers and bits and pieces. My daughter will probably like to sit down on a rainy day and add washi and stickers of her own and little printables and whatever. She likes to do something at the beginning of the month as well, a new month. She'll go Google something that's quite seasonal, or do a colouring page or something like that. So that's basically a real basic for some schoolwork. But as I was saying, if you wanted to do the project as a gift for yourself, what I would do, or I would get, for something for me, 3 or 4 different styles of pages. So you could have like a craft note, paper, maybe a maths, you know, the checked, the grid paper, blank, lined, and then put those together. That would be a really nice project to do for yourself or as a gift for somebody. So we've just added some stickers, just done a little bit of inking on the sides, have rounded the edges, and so that's it. That's the exercise book little project. Cheap and cheerful. As I say, for convention notes, if it's something that you just want to do something really quite simply or start quite quickly, but spend some time embellishing, and now would be the time to do something like that. So hope you've enjoyed that little share. I shall be back on in a mo with the journal, the writing journals. We'll be doing those in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Bye.